This video is about overkilling my point. Amos 9:7, Nahum 3:9. If I forget to put those scriptures at the end, please go over them in the different translations. But first, I want you to think about this. Sexually immoral for generations in a calculated manner, using the latest science, developing sciences like psychology and the Western tradition for the purpose of controlling these things. The white Jews, the white man leading the charge, and whatever token minorities, social clubs, and frats would get on board. Sexual immorality for generations. The females of the people they conquered, sleeping with them, the most attractive women. Instead of despising them to the fullest, how do you convince the most attractive women, princesses, quote unquote, right, to sleep with the main people doing this? Certainly, they have such a high degree of trickery and treachery and coercion and coercive capabilities, historically, that they cannot meet the burden of the proof. They foreshadow with the Da Vinci Code, talking about the line of Jesus in Rosalind Chapel. They talk about the Maitreya, the New Age Messiah. They make it crystal clear to you that they intend to present this bloodline. Now, Jesus said, beware of these prophets. You'll know them by their fruits. The vine has been described as a children. The children will be like a well-nurtured vine in Psalms toward the end. The vine, historically, the color green, has to do with fertility. We saw this in Egypt, which was right next door to Israel. Certainly when Jesus says he's the vine and the root and the offspring of David, he's talking about he's going to come back through his line. Now, what is the real line? Shaolin. It's a play on words for show line. Hebrew is an Afro-Asiatic dialect. Amos 9:7 says, are you not as the children of Ethiopia unto me? Also, are you not the same as the Cushites? Are you not the same as the Ethiopians, O children of Israel? Now, who is an Ethiopian? If someone lives in America, for example, are they an Ethiopian, if they're Ethiopian? Or do they have to be born in Ethiopia? What is an Ethiopian? So if we can't say that an Ethiopian has to be born in Ethiopia, or a Cushite has to be born in Ethiopia, if we know that's not the case, if we know it's something that has to do with your bloodline and your relatives, we must then say, who is like them? Who looks like them? Ironically, they're starving me. My features have been a little bit more prolonged, but I'm half white. Okay? And from the patriarchal line, right? The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, not the mother. And yes, the Catholics and those Mary-worshipping scumbags are wrong, with all due respect. They are celebrating the harlot. Being nice is not the same as being righteous. And being nice in a calculated manner to smooth things over so you can extract Ethiopians and Jews so the other races can prey on them and have babies and say, here's your Messiah. That is Antichrist. That's why there's 7 trumpets. They're war trumpets. 7 seals, 7 angels, and 7 angles. The 7 sins, the 7 sages of Babylon and Greece. It is closed. Seal and deal. Deal and lead. Certainly these things are connected. No wordplay elaboration needed. The deal with the devil, you let him lead. The father of the colonialists, you let them lead. Virtue, virility. The African martial art order versus Europe, which has the Greco-Roman pederastry, the gender-neutral culture, the gender-neutral energy. Jupiter, Baal, the Phoenicians, the Phoenician Canaanite system, the Cretans, the followers of Set, who migrated through Crete into Greece, became the foundation of the Greco-Roman mysteries and culture, especially in the Orphic system. Chaos and Ananke. Set is a deity of chaos, sexual immorality, storms, evil, foreigners, desert land, chariots and deserts. The Hyksos, the Babylonians. Even in the Bible, war chariots. The trickster genes in Jacob. Jacob tricked Esau. Part of him is trickster. Some children are more trickster-like, some children are more honorable. That's where we get the split. And through war arts, through manning up, we get Judah. We get Judah. We eventually get David, Solomon, John the Baptist, and Jesus. From the house of David. the root and the offspring of David. So this is a genetic thing. So we've established that Amos 9:7 says that the Jews are the same as the Ethiopians. Tell Moses had a Cushite wife. Why wouldn't they be? The Igbos are called the Jews of Africa. Why? Because of their fruits and their works. Why not the Lemba or the Ethiopians or any other African tribe that claims a Jewish heritage? Because of their works. Because they manned up in the true spirit of the Son. Malachi 4, the Son of righteousness. Through Psalms, we see the Son. The Son is a bridegroom coming out of the tent in the heavens. The bridegroom in the church. Sunday worship. Hell, everyone knows that. So why won't they concede? The hand of God, the right hand of God, the spear, natural combat. David took off Saul's armor. He said, I'm not used to this. I'm not used to your foreign war arts. Let me stick to my natural war arts. All I need is my staff, my stones, and my slingshot, similar to my sparring challenge. So now let's get to the meat of this. Now that I've established definitively that the Igbos are the tribe, who the tribe of Judah is really based on. This is the heart of it. We don't see anybody like me on the planet. Who is like him? Right? That's why they say that about the Antichrist, but they're mistaken. They said, who is like him? They don't know what to think because he's a trickster. He uses psychology. He uses the media. He's a liar. Rothschild, Warburg, Kissinger. You have to explain why they're not from the root and the offspring of David and I am. This porn star guy, Ron Jeremy, Bill Gates, Harry Potter. I don't see them struggling for righteousness' sake. And I see all the Israelis and the Mossad taking on controlled opposition stances. I don't see them rising in the spirit of righteousness, fair play, and honor. King Solomon and King David go on and on about righteousness, and the Jews who deserve to be stoned and the Gentiles along with them. I don't see any of you standing by my side. I see you putting your races first, your European heritage first, your Gentile heritage before God. That is what I see. Are you not cowards? How can you call yourselves men? How can you call yourselves Jews? Are you not from the synagogue of the rapists who raped the Jews? Who put them in camps? Hell, some of you are from the same nation they are, using their eugenic system to pretend that you're superior. Eugenics even starts with EU, European. If you insist so much on defying the African martial art order of God, it is not Euro-Asiatic, it is Afro-Asiatic, the Hebrew is a dialect of. Then you're a peon. You want to play with the peons in a shit-filled toilet when you're sealed in like a good bitch? And you're a fool. And you will suffer a fool's fate. I feel sorry for your children. They weren't raised by a man. They were raised by a coward. They put the oppressor before God. That's who they were raised by. In Psalms, they were smart enough to say, if a righteous man smacks me, and I deserve it, then I gladly receive it. I should smack every one of you fucking silly. I should crush your faces with my fists. How cowardly you are. Shame on you for having billions of dollars and sitting there sucking a little boy's dick instead of helping me out like that pussy Epstein. Shame on you. Shame on the rich man. Woe on the rich man. You sit there like sniveling little fucking Jiminy Cricket pussies. Less than Harry Potter pink thong cowards. You don't know the Lord. I know my sheep and they know me. King David defended his sheep from the lion. He didn't feed them to it. He didn't feed the sheep to the wolves and the traitor Jews who were drunk while the other ones were in the camp. Why do you think they don't hesitate to treat Palestinians that way? Because they don't know God. Israel is only valid if it's the idea of Ra, the son, the bridegroom. The pure spirit, the potent, brilliant spirit of righteousness, the discernment eye of the falcon, symbolically, is their God. Israel is not valid. They are children playing with their dicks, following titty-flapping old cowards that refuse to do the will of God. Instead, follow their pencil dicks and take Viagra and bitch shit like that. That's who you are. When you let the devil whip you into shape, you're a bitch. You're a coward. You flee from Goliath, tail tucked, and you insist on being in charge. That is disgraceful. How do you sleep at night? How do you look at your children? Do you tell your children that you're the pussies in the Old Testament that fled from Goliath? Do you tell them that? Do you put on makeup and make a fucking movie with a thong and pretend you're a great martial artist when you know I'd grab you by the neck and I would cut you open? You know that. Every one of those pussies in Hollywood with their ballerina bitch knows that. I am God's son. I am the king of the Jews. You are traitors that deserve to be stoned. I'm the real Jew. You are the anti-Semites that come together with Gentile bitch whose breeding you have made like yours to screen out God's chosen. That's who you are. You're not even brave enough to own up to it. You pick on drugged up little women and you rape little boys. No, you're not holy. You're concerned with a little holy because you're bitches. How pathetic is that? They rise with the Spirit of God or accept being sealed in. It's like my grandfather on my dad's side. The king was his wife's father. So how could this be? Because he was righteous, because he obeyed, the Spirit was conveyed. And no, because of your extreme treachery, nothing you can say, nothing you can do will ever allow the kingdom. The covenant is broken with you. God does not know you. He knows me. Who the fuck are you? Your media means nothing. When it comes to the soul brother race, as the top martial artist, I say to you, Zuckerberg type pussies, who the fuck are you? I don't know you. God doesn't know you. You're dust. Who are you? Who am I? I'm the king of the Jews. Who are you, pink wearing pussies? Pretending to be my tribe. Who are you?